Hey guys, it's Becky. I am back with another process video. Today I am going to be using my scraps again. I made this layout back in October when I was going through that I have to use my scraps phase. So I took two pieces of paper and kind of taped them together, and then I stitched them. Right here I'm just showing you the stitching that I did on them. This does end up being a 9x12. And this is going to serve as my background right here. I'm going to go ahead and pull out my photos. The top one is an acorn and the bottom two are pepper vine. And in my journaling I am talking about how when the pepper vine comes out and you see the acorns on the ground, that is the first signs of fall. I do love fall, especially here in the south because it's not really cold, but things do change a little bit. So I really like the pepper vine bushes because I guess they're not bushes, they're vines. They have little grape type berries on them, and you can actually eat those if you wanted to. They kind of will make the back of your throat itch because it has kind of like a fiberglassy texture on the inside. A lot of people will actually strain them through cheesecloth and make a juice that's kind of tastes like a grape juice. So my title is Signs of Fall, and I cut that on my silhouette and just I think I stacked it 3 times. I don't really remember. I took the rest of that fox paper that I had left over in my scraps and fussy cut out several little foxes, and I'm going to scatter those around the page. As you can see here, that's just where my photos are going to go. They're just going to line right up on that seam. And here I'm putting around the foxes. I am going to use those dots to put the foxes down just to give them a little bit of lift. So I hope you guys are having a good holiday season. As you can tell, I haven't been doing a lot of Christmas videos. I am Christmased out. I've reached my maximum capacity for Christmas. And in fact, my watch later videos, there are so many because every time I love the people I subscribe to. That's why I subscribe to them. But every time I see something coming up saying Christmas or December daily or whatever, it's like watch later, watch later, watch later. I'll get back to those in July. So if anybody subscribes to me that I subscribe to and you see comments coming up on your Christmas videos in July, that's why. It's because I just can't. I cannot do any more Christmas. I am all Christmased out. Alright, so I went ahead and put down my little foxes, and now I am trying to, I don't even know. I took this washi tape booklet, I think it was from the Dear Lizzie, and I put the little washi circles under the bums of all of the foxes that I had put down, and I also took a strip and put it right there on that bottom photo. This is an ampersand. It came out of a fancy pants collection, I believe. What I did was I just pulled out 2 little iris photo containers. This one right here has all the whites in it, things that I probably have punched out with scrap paper or my silhouette or something. Here are some like little fronds, and I take those out and scatter them around the page. I also took out my yellow box, and that's where this ampersand was. The original papers that I used didn't really have much yellow in it, but because that center photo, it has that big yellow spot on it, which is leaves, I wanted to tie in the yellow, so that's what I did. Right here I'm just building these little clusters with the fox. They are all going to have little fronds behind them. I just like how that looks. I really like to put things on the page that kind of pop up a little bit. If you just like, say you have that frond and you just attach it at the bottom part, then the whole top parts of the frond can be lifted. It's really cute. Now they probably will get smashed down in a page protector, but whatever. Alright, so you see the ampersand, it is going to go there, and that's where I did my journaling. I just journaled all around the ampersand, and if you tried to read it, it probably would make 0 sense, but not the point. I did do journaling. Alright, here I am popping up on some foam tape this little label. I did pull out my StazOn and my stamp and stamped on it. This label was from a washi tape roll, and I just put it on some cardstock and cut it out. Now when I stamped, I totally blurred the date. It's September 27th, 2017. It's totally blurring. I'm just going to go ahead and go with it, and it is going to sit right down there on that photo where I put it. Right here is a piece I pulled out of that white embellishment box, and it is a banner, and it just says love. I'm somehow am missing the middle of the O, so I just leave it a big open O. Up here at the top, I did put down some more washi tape to kind of tie in with the washi tape I put on the top of that bottom photo. I'm pulling out pieces here from Color Cast Design, and I bought a fall pack, and it has these really pretty wood veneer leaves in it. And I thought I would use those, but I am going to go back and take those off, change my mind. I will pull out these asterisks from an asterisk pack that I had purchased from Color Cast as well, and I do pull out several of those. Now it's really funny with the Color Cast stuff that acrylic is very thick. I think it's very thick, and the wood veneer is very thin, which I do like that with the wood veneer. And I'm just like, why is this acrylic so thick? It is very thick. It was the first time I had purchased anything from there, and I do like it, and I will probably purchase from there again. I just don't know why these asterisks are so thick. It's weird. Okay, so I took some more of that washi tape, and on this one I put it on cardstock, and I'm tucking it up under that fox. And it's because there is that big gap between the photos, and that's where his feet were landing, and it didn't look pleasing to me, so I just wanted to fill that gap in. Here's where I'm getting those asterisks out. I'm also going to pull out some sequins. I find some white sequins that was in some kind of Halloween mix. Right here is where I'm pulling it out. And I also have a vial of yellow sequins that were from Cocoa Vanilla probably a couple of years ago. So I take some of the yellow ones out and scatter those around the page. I am just going to adhere them down with some liquid glue. It's probably Scotch. Last night, Jim and I drove around our neighborhood looking at the lights, and we were specifically looking for any of the blow up decorations that might be the Grinch. He said that he wants to get a Grinch one because he's not all about Christmas either. We just thought that would be funny, but we did not see any Grinch ones. Although they do have these ones that are like lights that project up onto the house, and it looks like the house is cloaked with lights. Those are so pretty. You can tell in our neighborhood anyways, where some people might have spent a little bit more on theirs than like maybe their neighbor, because some of them are kind of blurry lights, but then some of them are really sharp, just like this big cloaking device. It's really cool. I wouldn't mind getting one of those. All right, so I did pull out the Heidi Swap Color Shine in Gold, and I gave that a sprinkle around the page. And after I do that, I do not do anything else to this layout. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to spend with me today. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.